Two brothers died in a motor vehicle crash, leaving their community in grief. Residents now honor their memory, starting with a march to their home from Bamboo Square in St. Anne. A relatively large crowd also attended a candlelight vigil, which happened at the end of the march. Both brothers have different mothers, but the same father, shown there getting a comforting hug during the candlelight vigil. The younger brother died leaving behind two children and a common-law wife who said she fainted when she got the devastating news.
From that, the only thing I could remember that they were telling me that I passed out in the rain crying.
A sister of the deceased pointed out a major coincidence. Her younger brother had two major motor vehicle crashes on the same date, August 6, but 5 years apart.
Two brother dead one day, August 6, and I like that day. Left with just members and pain, heart well cut up, now no to save that.
Stay with us as we go beyond the sound bites and the headlines on this, the big story. Bamboo Square, St. Anne. It was an assembly point as relatives and friends geared up for a nocturnal march in memory of two brothers who died in a motor vehicle crash. The accident, about which police are yet to release an official report, happened in St. Anne on Independence Day, August 6, 2024, but the siblings died in hospital days later. The older one, Miguel Farquharson, who had just turned 32 years old, passed away on August 8, or 2 days after the crash. He was a social media influencer originally living at Portmore in St. Catherine, but he relocated to St. Anne about 3 months before he died there. The other brother, Marquino Farquharson, a 23-year-old construction worker, drew his last breath on August 10, 4 days after the tragedy struck. A third man, who was also inside the ill-fated vehicle, escaped serious injuries. The younger brother, Marquino, died leaving behind two children, shown there with their mother, Nicolene Bryan. She told the Beacon that she fainted when she got the devastating news.
The only thing I could remember that they were telling me that I passed out in the rain crying, and someone took me up out of the rain. Then I had to end up go to the hospital. That's where I started to black out more when they finally showed me his body. I started to black out some more, and this broke my heart. I don't feel like me again, but I have to just try because I have the two kids that he left me with.
She added that, in pursuit of mental relief, she moved out of the house that she shared with her common-law husband, only returning for the candlelight vigil.
I just came back to the house that we both lived in, and I couldn't even stand in there 10 minutes good without remembering him and knowing that he won't be here.
Another person reeling from the loss is a sister of the late duo.
For the older one, Miguel, we don't grow up together, but he's a loving, jovial person. No matter how serious you be or you're having a bad day, he's always going to make you laugh regardless. And my younger brother, we actually grew up together. We share the same bed as siblings growing up. I remember at one point I used to throw away his diapers every morning. But he is a nice, fun-loving person. Apart from being very ignorant, because he can get very ignorant sometimes. But he's a nice, caring person, a father of two kids. You know, him gone really fast, like way too soon. But my brothers are always a loving person towards their sister.
She disclosed that her younger brother who died, Marquino, previously was involved in another serious motor vehicle accident. The first one happened on the same date, August 6, as the second one that claimed his life.
Two brother dead one day, August 6, when I like that day. Left wing of those members and pain, heart well cut up, now nowhere to save dog. Believe I hear that. R.I.P. my bro, sleep in peace. And for that, yes sir. Black down phone, you hear that?
We'll now go back to the night scene in Bamboo Square, where, as shown earlier, people were gathering to commence a march in memory of the late brothers. They started traveling, some on foot, others in vehicles, as they headed towards the young men's residence in a section of Bamboo known as Clay Ground. The procession reached the candlelight venue at Playground District, where a number of people had already gathered. In one section of the bustling roadside venue, a tent transformed into an oasis of serenity, decorated with flowers, carpet, strobe lights, candles, and life-size images of the deceased brothers. To sum up that display, there's love. As the crowd swelled, the police tried to prevent blockage of the main road connecting the communities of Bamboo and Senance Bay. At one point, they threatened to shut down the event, but enough residents helped them to keep the road clear. Among those who assisted is the man on your screen, the only parent that the late brothers had in common. Putting his best outside amid the weight of the double tragedy, he was not short of encouraging words and hugs.
My name of my friend is Keno, Markino Ferguson. Real brother to me. Best friend, brother, family, everything. He was my partner in crime, you see me? We through good time, bad time, happiness, sad time. And me and my bro G right through. You see me? And me just never know I would have lived to see that day when me have to say R.I.P. to you, bro, you see me? And me I tell him, man, it pain my heart, you know? Cut my heartstring, man. I have to just try to stay firm at this moment. But I have to say, Keenan was a real youth. And all in your past youth, me ever got there in my heart forever. You see me? Me and you go part right through. Don't stop, bro.
I say R.I.P. to my one bro, God, I hear that and I really see what them could have passed through playground. I couldn't pass through and I say I think for the dog for the video production. I hear that R.I.P. Kino, R.I.P. Mark, fly high, and I hear that youth, you know, for the right, that's how they make million African to gym phone. I hear that R.I.P. brother, sleep in peace.
I'm Horace Mills reporting for the Jamaica Beacon.